Mrs. Serra, a theater teacher at Lincoln Park, explains what it's like to teach at a performing arts high school and what a student can expect at a theater evaluation to get into the program. What is your position at Lincoln Park?
I am a teacher in the theater department.
How long have you worked at Lincoln Park?
Since we opened, which is 9 years ago this year.
What's your favorite thing about teaching at a performing arts high school?
The kids. I love just interacting with them and getting to know them.
In your opinion, do you think attending a performing arts school rather than a regular high school is more beneficial for the student?
I do, in a lot of ways, because I just think that it gives them the confidence that a normal setting wouldn't necessarily force them to get up on their feet and to put themselves out in front of their peers with their own thoughts and ideas and emotions that they don't normally get to express coming out in character parts and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think all of that is related to a ton of different career possibilities, but mostly because I think they gain much more confidence having arts classes.
What type of courses do you teach?
I teach play reading, 2 different levels of play reading, and 2 different levels of voice and speech, 3 acting classes, which include the intro to acting and then Shakespeare and classical and advanced acting and film. And then I also have an auditions technique class, senior seminar class. The last one is rehearsal and performance.
What's your favorite class to teach?
Sometimes it depends on the student body, because sometimes the kids just come in and it's just this great vibe is in the class for the whole year, and it's just so fun to teach when you have receptive students, and that's primarily what I seem to get. But as far as the content, I really do love senior seminar because there's just this discovery process throughout the whole year, and it culminates into a 10-minute production. Each individual student gets to make this show of their own, so that's really fun.
How does the audition process work for the students who want to be a theater major?
Typically, you're coming into the school from a background of maybe a little bit of arts experience, but you'll have a monologue if you're straight theater that you've memorized and learned and made your choices on. And then, or if you're musical theater, you come in with a monologue and a chunk of music, 36 bars, and you audition in front of the director, Mr. Schaller, and myself and Mrs. Schaller, and if Miss Billy is there, she'll be playing the piano, and so you have about a 5-minute audition/interview, and if that is all scored and you get a high enough score, then you're given entrance into the school for the most part. Then you also have to pass some academic standards as well.
Do you have any advice for students auditioning for the theater program or the school in general?
My advice would just be to be prepared, have your material, learn your material, make your audition as polished as possible. You have to come in knowing that you really want to be here. So if you really want to be here, you're going to try to figure these things out and make a great first impression.